tell you something. When you are going through and it's things that trigger you. People say, Naomi, you
Yeah.
are very confident. Yeah, I am. But shit, there are times I do have those moments when I be like,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I remember the very first interview that I had, and it was a blessing that it was another woman of color. It was a Black woman. And I remember, talking to her, and we were just talking like two sisters just talking, and that was cool. Then the next one was a Black brother. I was like, okay. So then my next one was, professionally white people that came then. And I remember before I sat there and I was like, who gonna show up?
Mm.
Who is going to show up? You did all of this work for someone different to show up. And when I showed up as my authentic self, sometimes not able to pronounce some of those words or stumbling across
Mhm.
my words, but trusting that this is who I am. And as
Yes.
I was doing that, that was like, actually, they were able to drop down their walls and they came in
Yes.
to this space. It's
Yes.
like, okay, this is all right, this is cool. Like, no, we're not,
Yes.
shirt and tie and all of that. And that made it feel so real and authentic for me going through.
Mhm.
And it was like, my goal in life is to make sure that our listeners hear that we have this
Mhm.
relationship with them as guests, as
Yes.
our therapists, as just me, the host, that they can know, like, okay, I can really be safe here. I can
Yes.
actually go there and be vulnerable because I see the vulnerability. I see the authenticity, not only in Naomi, but even in Dr. Will. Not
Yes.
even in Dr. Will, but also in this guest that came in, is that they sit and they tell their stories, but then they tell how they got through it. It ain't no,
Mm.
big words that they send, because honestly, don't nobody understand those big words in real terms,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't correct people anymore.
Hmm.